Look at this. Zhongli is getting buffed. Let's go through it. To all travelers, recently we have received a lot of questions and feedback regarding Zhongli. We understand the love that everyone has given Zhongli and the rapt attention being paid to any future changes to him. As such, we apologize for the tardiness of this announcement concerning said adjustments. We have organized and summarized player feedback regarding in the tens of thousands during this time, in-game and out of it. Through this, we have discovered that your feedback has focused on Zhongli's strength in practical combat, the finer points of his ability usage, the Geo construct system, and so on. To be totally honest, I wasn't really one to complain about him, though I was just mainly ult spamming with him. After analyzing the in-game data and engaging in many discussions, we have decided on an initial round of adjustments. These adjustments will be available to travelers participating in the 1.3 beta test version. The current adjustments are as follows and covers 4 aspects. 4. Enhancing Zhongli's talents, optimizing the controls and mechanics of his abilities, improving the mechanics of his Geo Resonance mechanics, and adjusting his shield. Alright, so doesn't really sound like much that's gonna really make him a main DPS, but let's continue reading. We will continue to observe the performance of these adjustments during the upcoming version 1.3 beta test, and we will pay attention to the feedback of testers. We hope that these adjustments will be able to appreciably improve everyone's experience. We will also give an update as to our final adjustments when said changes officially go live. These are not final, but you know, typically it's very close to what they announce here. All right, here we go. We can see some gifts down here. Regarding Zhongli as a character, adjustments to passive talent Dominance of Earth. So the original effect is increasing Planet Befall's damage by an amount equal to 33% of his max HP, and this will change to the damage dealt by the following of Zhongli's attacks will be increased based on his max HP. Oh, normal, charged, and plunging attack as well. Wow. So yeah, okay, never mind. I kind of take back what I said, because if you can stack a lot of HP, you can even see down there. I mean, he's doing a lot more damage with his basic attacks, and even though 1.39% of max HP doesn't sound like a lot, it's actually a lot. That's definitely a pretty massive boost to his basic attack for anyone that does want to try and get him as a main DPS. Then we have his Stone Construct, Resonance, and Holding Mode damage will be increased by 1 point. Okay, that also. So everything is scaling off of max HP now. Planet Befall's damage will be increased by 33% of his... I thought that was already how it was. Adjustment to Holding Mode. Oh, is he going to make a statue now? Yeah, basically he's just going to make a statue now. That's so awesome. That's incredible just by itself, because a lot of the time I would hold off actually getting a shield for him because I wanted the extra orbs, you know, the extra energy that the pillar provide. Because when the resonance is hitting an enemy, you know, you get a couple orbs from that. And now you can have the best of both worlds, though I guess on a longer cooldown, but his, you know, typical shield cooldown. This adjustment will also greatly increase the interruption resistance of his held E, it looks like. I thought he actually had pretty good resistance to knockback and stuff while doing that. Like, I often get, like, pushed around and stuff, but I guess those shield bashes are, even those will get resisted. Regarding Geo element mechanics, so I guess this will affect all teams that run 2 Geos. The original effect increases resistance to interruption when protected by a shield, increases attack damage by 15%. Oh, now we'll also get shield strength plus 15%. Damage dealt increased by 15%. Oh, and dealing damage to enemies will decrease their Geo resistance by 20% for 15 seconds. What? That is a massive buff to Geo resonance. They also take off attack from damage here. I don't know if they're going to differentiate, but that seems like to me that it's just going to increase all damage instead of one's based off of attack. But I guess most damage is based off attack, but I guess maybe in Zhongli's case, not really. You know, the Geo damage bonus, more scaling from his HP stuff now. That's a massive buff to Geo Resonance. We also have Geo Shield balance adjustments. Geo Shields are adjusted from having 250 Geo damage absorption to having 150 physical damage and element damage absorption. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't even know that about Geo Shields, where they protect so much more against Geo attack specifically. And that is the shields created by Zhongli and Noelle, or of course, you know, when you pick up a crystal, for example, dropped by those sand shrews. But now Geo Shields, definitely buffed, because there's not that many Geo attacks going on. They'll just have straight 150 physical and elemental damage. So all damage, of course less than 250, but it's all damage, you know? This round of adjustments is not merely intended to improve the experience of playing Zhongli alone. We also hope to better convey the shield and Geo playstyles that are closely associated with him, not only for his sake, but also to improve the experience of travelers who have been delving into the strategy layer of this game. It is precisely because these changes go further than pure adjustments to a character alone that we have taken the utmost care. We hope to be able to give travelers a more detailed solution as opposed to hastily throwing out a general direction for adjustments. We truly hope that Zhongli will be a trusty companion to all travelers and hope that you'll be able to experience a different playstyle through him, one that will enrich your gaming experience. 1.3 beta test travelers access will soon be released, and we would like to take this opportunity to call upon all travelers who obtain access to not be reserved in giving us any in-game suggestions and feedback that you may have regarding these adjustments throughout the testing process. Additionally, if travelers have feedback or comments regarding any other beta test content, you may feel free to send us feedback in game. We'll read each and every one carefully and work hard to adjust, and optimize the game so as not to fall short of your expectations. Well, Reddit, we did it. I didn't do anything, but I'm also not Reddit. But yeah, I mean, regardless, if you have a Zhongli, I mean, Zhongli's banner is still up. So if these changes, you know, are enough, he's still available, which is a good thing. You know, it would suck to have these changes like after his banner ends, although there isn't that much time left. So, you know, if these changes are enough to sway you to go get Big Dong Zong, you should be kind of proactive about that. I think one of the biggest things though is Geo Resonance. You know, that's a massive buff. So it's like, even if you don't have Zhongli, you benefit from this, right? So if you're running like a, whatever, a Noel, a Ningguang, Geo MC. Also, Albedo is coming next, so he would benefit from that as well. That's so cool. This is probably my favorite though, that he'll make a stone statue while doing his held E, so I don't really have to decide, unless I just don't need a shield at the moment. But that does beg the question, like, you know, before most people were just building him as ult spam, but is this enough? Is it enough to really like thrust him into potential main DPS status? 30-40k HP, if you're really focusing on it, shouldn't be that hard to get. It says the damage will be increased by 1.39%. Like with 10k HP, you're looking at 139 extra damage per attack. I mean, if it's really just like Crescent Pike, where it's going to take, you know, 1.39% of his max HP and tack on that damage, looking at the 1 and 2, you know, it does kind of look like that if you consider it's maybe a 15-20k HP Zhongli. That would get, what, approximately 200 to 300 extra damage per hit, which might not sound like a lot, you know, but he attacks quick. And then also give him a Crescent Pike, you know, I think it might be enough to boost him into main DPS status, perhaps. And then if you actually like stack a bit more HP, like 30k, you're looking at over 400 extra damage per hit there, if that is how it works. I'm not totally sure yet. And then of course you will also be a tank. Like, you know, there are some pretty hard to avoid things in Abyss, and when you think you're probably gonna get hit by one, you can just swap to him real quick. It ain't gonna hurt him all that much. So yeah, there is a benefit to a lot of HP besides, you know, being able to do more damage because of scaling. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to these changes. To be totally honest, I was fine with my ult spam Zhongli. Mine wasn't like doing all that much damage or anything, but you know, bit of CC, bit of interrupt, some AoE damage, and mine has a ton of energy recharge, so I really could spam it. And for that purpose, you know, he was all right. Obviously not going to complain about buffs, but yeah, I suppose that'll pretty much do it. Super excited. Make sure to tell me what you think though in the comments down below. Dropping a like on this video if you did happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.